How goes it, ladies and gents? Now, it's 2 days from my birthday, but when this video goes live, it'll be tomorrow when my birthday is. 26, mate, 26. I'm so young, and yet I feel so old and miserable. You know, it's not often you really take a moment to stop and just think about everything. Like, you take a moment to really look. And when I look at, you know, myself, and I'm like, well, damn, what have I done at 23? And then I look at my things, I'm just like, damn, it's not exactly what I thought would happen by this point in time, but well, what can you do? I have friends who've gone up in the business land that are all stupidly rich now and buying their second or third Lamborghini. I have friends on the other end of the spectrum. Now remember, there's a reason they say comparison is the thief of joy. I don't really compare myself to them. I'm happy for my friends. I like to compete between myself though, but with myself. So this isn't exactly how I pictured my 20s. For the past 3-ish years, financially, I have been in the most terrible position of my life. Mentally, wee boogie, alright? I'm not a happy individual, and I have no quarrels hiding that or showing it. I don't really have anything to hide, so if you guys are interested to know about me, well, you're gonna get educated. I am typically not a happy man, alright? My videos show you a snippet of my life, and look, even behind the scenes, I'm generally pretty, I've kept together, is the way to put it. Look, I may have some mild form of depression, but I don't sit there moping about. Does that make sense? So, I may be like a miserable bastard, but I've got my head on straight. Nothing bad's ever going to happen to me because of the misery, but I just am, yeah? So, I thought I'd get out there and do the chat. Now, I did say there was a video I wanted to make a while ago, which is a bit more heavy, and this is sort of that, because I was feeling a little bit worse last time, but I've sort of calmed down since. But like, I don't try and revel in the misery. I try and stay relatively with my head on my shoulders, because I don't want to sit there just moping and getting sadder, because the more you sit and mope, the sadder you really get. Now, look, I've been properly depressed. As a child, I was pretty miserable, and I went to, had to go talk to a person and all that as a kid. Not that I really cared about it. I wasn't interested. It was more situational growing up and everything. But now, I'm not as bad as I was. My brother in Christ, go the speed limit, please. But I'm not there. But I don't think it's the same thing. Nowadays, I'm just more negative. And I hate it, but I can't change it. And they all say, well, you just got to stop being negative. I'm like, thank you, sir. You know what? I'm going to go past the depression parade and just fucking shine a floodlight on them, because really, they just need to lighten up a little bit, honestly. I think they're just being a little dark. Like, no, it doesn't just fucking change overnight. And look, I've been a pretty negative bloke most of my, if not all of my life, really. I struggled with positivity. But that's just how. Do I let it stop me from doing things? No, I'm still posting YouTube every day. It ain't changing me. If I have a depressive rut, guess what? It can go suck one, because I'm still going to get out here and get the videos done, but because discipline outweighs all emotion, and I intend to keep it that way. So even when I'm having one of my shitter days, it will not stop me from working on what I'm, going towards. Because look, everyone has a shit day. I have a lot of them. Some days are worse than others. Oh, like even today, I got in trouble at work from nothing. I made a joke with a client the other day, and like, I was like, oh, come see me, because I thought she just saw someone else. And she accused me of poaching her from the other thing. But I think she said it as a joke, but it was taken a bit more seriously. I got in trouble. Like, excuse me, don't insult my integrity like that. I would never poach from someone inside the own business. That's how you create headaches for fucking everybody. How stupid do you think I am? But stuff like that, it's annoying, but I don't let it get to me. But just, man, I am a pretty miserable man. And I thought, well, you know what, time to peel back that curtain, boys and girls, know what your man is like. So if you're also feeling this way, don't you worry, kids. You're not alone. That's more so what the message is. Now, look, I may be miserable and I may be mildly depressed, but I dare say, it's time to get a little PSA and make sure everyone knows that they are not alone. And we are all in this, well, as they say, we're all in the melting pot together. I may not be rich. I don't need to be famous. As long as I make, comfortable videos, get my discipline done, and do stuff, I'm happy. Now, I would like to be earning a little bit more in my life. That'd be nice, but hey, these things take time. But geez, I am like probably the brokest person in my friend group, and it kills me because I'm quite generous when I do have income. Now, if you're religious like my girlfriend, she goes, oh, it's a lesson. If you're a bit more realistic like I am, well, it's just shit's not working. But I'm too stubborn to change in certain aspects because I like my job. Because as I go in my job, I treat people so they get better, and would rather them get better than just be stuck with me for years and years and years, because I just don't have the moral ambiguity of a businessman to really just screw over people. I do YouTube on the side, keep me happy, keep me disciplined. It gave me purpose. I did it during lockdown, and I did it purely to keep me, give me something to do. Every day it gives you something to do, even if it's every few days. It means you have to plan, you have to stick to something, and routine saves you from absolute misery. And I'll tell you what, ain't that the truth? Because if I didn't do this, I would have been in a much worse position. Now, unlike a lot of people, I didn't find the old lockdowns concerning to my mental health. I didn't care. The job I worked fucking destroyed me, but that's because everyone else was a miserable bugger. That's true. Like, I'm miserable with those people. They were truly miserable. Ugh. Now, I'm not miserable towards everything and everyone. I'm miserable to myself. All my friends, I'm incredibly supportive towards. My girlfriend, I'm incredibly supportive towards. But when it comes to myself, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just am the way I am. And everybody in my family knows what I'm like. And it's annoying, but it's for me. Yeah, I tell you what, one of these days it's going to work out for you, boy, and I'll sit and look at myself and be like, you damn bastard, it worked out just fine. And will I still be miserable? Who knows? Maybe I'll be permanently miserable. But you know what? That won't stop me from achieving my things. It won't stop me from working. It won't stop me from grinding. Because when you really have a miserable mindset and you sit and you revel in that misery, well then I think, coming from my own personal experience, once you let it really grasp you, I think the show Big Mouth did a really good view on it, where it's like the old depression kitty. It sits on you and it doesn't let you get up, and it makes it even, you're just more comfortable moping about and sitting there. Now, as much as I love comfort, I don't like doing things easily because I'm a real pain in the ass. So I would rather be uncomfortable and miserable, but still doing what I need to do. God have mercy, I will not be held back just because I'm having a bad day. My ass. So, no matter how depressed I feel, how upset I feel, how angry, or I don't really get angry, I will give it that. For someone like myself who sounds really antsy and angry, aggressive, I'm actually really tame. But I want to focus my energies at least to do something. Like I said, I'm miserable a lot of the time. I've had days where I want to quit. I don't stream anymore because I don't have any time, but I almost gave up YouTube as opposed to streaming. I was going to focus on my streaming, not YouTube, but I'm really glad I got talked out of that by Tuesday, my missus. Because streaming's fun and all, but actually I like YouTube more. Would I do streaming in the future? Sure, absolutely, when I have time for it, but as I don't have much time, I'm much happier doing my YouTube once a day. I try and do my shorts, do things. It's just, you got to do things you don't enjoy. Fortunately, I enjoy everything I do. The only thing I hate doing is the shorts. Now, I just make the AI shorts, but oh god, I hate doing them. Why am I opening up myself like a book? It's because I don't care. I may be, like I said, I may have that down, depressing, negative mindset, but one thing I do not care about is how I am taken by people. I don't care how I look. I don't care if you see me as a dickhead. I don't care if you see me as your best mate. I don't care if you see me as your, as one of the boys. I truly do not care what people think of me, and I think that's one of my positive qualities that I can at least enjoy and deal with. Because, mate, every time I go outside, I can tell you I don't think about people that look weird more than the 2 seconds I watch them. I don't go home being like, damn, the fuck were they doing? And that's how I know that. And so, like, when I do stupid shit in public, or I look like a fool, or I dance when I'm just listening to music at the lights, I do not give a flying fuck about what people think about me. I'm just vibing, man. My own brain is already my worst enemy, so why do I give a shit about what anyone else says? Because if I'm already the harshest critic that I have, and the most, problematic person in my life, then nobody else gets to have that right and cause me any grief. And even if they do cause me grief, I can smile at them and not give a shit. Like, I've been yelled at by randoms at lights. I've done stupid shit that's got me in trouble. Fair enough. If I have a dispute with my friends, it's just that, but I never hold on to any aggression towards people. It's not worth it. I used to be a bit more angry in that regard, but nowadays I've got so much better shit to do than just sit there being angry and letting other people's problems live rent-free in my head. Does that make sense? Ooh, I want to get in front of this car. So I've got a lot better at just doing that. So I don't care. I will, like, if the circumstance arose, I would happily, you know, say the right thing to the wrong thing to the right person, or vice versa. Like, if someone in my family said something that's stupid, that's pissing us off, and no one wants to say it, but everyone wants to say it, I'm usually the person that would happily say it, because I don't care. If I smother a relationship by saying the honest truth that someone needs to hear, if they realise it, they'll either correct that course, and if they're not, well, then it wasn't worth the effort in the first place. You know what I mean? Same with friendships. If I'm the guy that will tell you that you're doing something stupid, and it's gotten me in trouble with a lot of the boys. That's why the other guy doesn't talk to me anymore, because I'm a harsh and abrasive individual. I'm not a soft cock, alright? I will say shit that will hurt your feelings as a friend and as a meaningful, you know, truth. So hypothetically, you do something stupid, and I tell you, everyone's hyping you up, and I'm like, nah, it's fucking stupid, and everyone gets mad at me, I'll die on that hill every time. And guess what? It burns you. It does. And if you're not a hard-shelled individual, you're probably going to be an even more miserable, sad kind of person. Now, I don't go home and cry, all right? I'm not that kind of depressed. I haven't cried in years. I actually consider myself more of an emotionless void than anything. But that's its own problem in and of itself, you know? I don't cry at funerals even. That's how weird I am. And in and of its sense, it's a bit strange. I'm not proud of it, but like, thank you, voice. I'm glad I went through second puberty. I'm not proud of it, but that's who I am, and I can't hate myself for it. That's just how I am. I'm not an emotional thinker. I'm terrible with emotions. Tuesday hates it, but she's got enough emotions for the both of us, so it all works out. But yeah, it's not that I'm a manly man and can't feel emotions. I just generally don't feel much. So I'll get agitated, but I'll never hold on to anger. Stuff like that. If someone annoys me, I'll let them know. I'll be happy for short-lived moments, but I'm never truly happier than more than a few, you know, instances. I don't get happy for a long period of time. This person's going to try and do a U-turn, aren't they? That's right, hyper-awareness. It's like, I'll be in a bad mood and hop on the bike, but I'll never let the bad mood rule my day. Does that make sense? As a wise person once said, are you having a bad day or a bad moment? So if you're having a bad moment, don't let it ruin your day. And that's how I like to think of things. Like I said, I may be negative and I may be miserable, but I try not to let things eat at me for too long, because it's just not worth it. Like I said, I was depressed for like 7 years before I sort of clicked in my own head of how to deal with it. But was it the right move? Who knows? I may not be like stupidly depressed and sad like I used to be, but now I don't feel much at all. So trade-offs and trade-offs, but such is life, mate. What can you do about it? Let's fill this bitch up a little bit, shall we? And then we shall continue this lovely late night vlog. Oh, she thirsty today. That thing is both hilarious and awesome. An overpriced Skyline. Woo. How nice was that? Old mate likes my hoodie. He can buy one. It's Sergeant Wombat merch. It's in the description. I love it. Hey, my key's in the wrong pocket. Excuse me, I need you. Ugh. I really hope that the camera recorded, because I didn't bother changing the settings from what I use the ND filters on. You know, because it's dark, it's probably should be fine. It looked fine in the camera when I checked it before I rode off, but we never know till we do things. Oh, let's be careful of that one. But ladies and gents, that was a peek behind the curtain at your old boy Wombat. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not that sad. That's what I am. That's who I am as an individual, and I know that, alright? I know what my issues are, and I know how to handle myself. So just because I'm having a bad day does not mean that my goals and ambitions and tasks need to be stopped. Does that make sense? Ooh, that BMW came up mighty quickly behind us. We're going to go through a side street anyway in a second. I can't be fucked dealing with traffic. But yeah, so if you're feeling the same way, come down in the Discord, man. Come down in the comment section. Have a yarn. We'll all take care of each other, because that's all life is, but a giant community of friends and family. So I don't want anyone else suffering, man. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have time for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. this a little bit more serious take on your boy. But without further ado, take it easy, keep it cheesy. Keep on keeping on without the old meme, oh, they destroyed the playground. And smile. Get through your days, man. Life is shit and then you die, but guess what? To find true meaning is to find joy in the suffering and whatnot and whatnot. And I intend on trying to do that every day. So, have a good one, ladies and gents. Enjoy yourselves. Get down that comments if you need to have a talk. We'll all take care of you. And have a good one. Peace. Bye.